Dear students, now let us study another important physical quantity in electricity, that is electric power. So in the last class, that is heating effect of electric current, we saw that the source energy get dissipated as heat across the resistor in the electric circuit. So, the rate at which this energy which gets dissipated in the circuit is known as electric power. Okay, normally we know that power is the rate of doing work. Power is nothing but rate of doing work. But in this case, here, since we are talking about electric circuit, the rate at which electric energy is dissipated, that means the rate at which work is done in bringing the charged particle from one point to another point, that is defined as electric power. Okay, so electric power is the rate of doing work, or also it is the rate of consumption of electrical energy. Okay, so this is the definition for electric power. Rate of doing work is called power, or rate of consumption of energy. Okay, so the work which is done in bringing the charged particle from one point to another, then it is defined as electric power. Okay, so it is given by the electric power is denoted by capital letter P. Okay, so here H equal to I square RT gives the rate at which electric energy is dissipated, which you have learnt in the last class, or it is consumed in an electric circuit. So this is nothing but electric power. Okay, so rate at which electric energy is dissipated with respect to time. So it is called as electric power. Now, since rate of doing work is power, thus power P is given by energy supplied with respect to time, rate of energy supplied, right? So power P is equal to energy supplied W divided by time T. Power P is equal to energy supplied W divided by time T. So energy supply W, that is given by W is equal to V into I into T. H is equal to V into I into T, where it is the energy, heat energy supplied, right? So this W is equal to V into I into T. Okay. Therefore, if you substitute W in this equation, if you are going to substitute W in this equation, so it becomes P is equal to V into I into T divided by T. Yes, so P is equal to VIT divided by T. So P equal to T cancels here, T cancels, so what remains? P equal to VI. By Ohm's law, I equal to V divided by R. We know that by Ohm's law, I equal to V by R. If you substitute this value, so you are going to get I equal to, here in place of I substitute V by R, so P equal to V into V by R. So we are going to get P equal to V square divided by R. Okay, in place of this I substitute V by R. V into V means V square divided by R we are going to get. Okay, so P is equal to V square divided by R, or we know that according to Ohm's law, V equal to IR. Substitute V equal to IR in this equation. So P is equal to IR whole square divided by R. So P equal to IR whole square divided by R. So it becomes P equal to I square R, because here in the denominator and numerator R get cancelled, so R remains. So P equal to I square into R. Thus electric power is given as P is equal to, so first electric power P is equal to W by T. Next we got P equal to VI, so P equal to VI. Next we have got P equal to I square R, here P equal to I square R. Next here last P equal to V square R. This is all the expression for electric power. Okay, so here this equation of electric power is used in different cases where work, energy supplied and time is given, we can find power. In the same way, when current and resistance is given, then we can find power, that is P is equal to I square R. In the same way, when potential difference and resistance is given, then P equal to V square by R we are going to use. And if current and potential difference is given, then we are going to use P is equal to V into I. So these are the expressions for electric power. So you have to remember all these expressions of electric power. So now then what is the unit of electric power? So here you know power P is W by T, is it? So energy, the unit is joule and time is second. So unit of power is joule per second. In the same way, if you take this expression P is equal to V into I, the SI unit of potential difference is volt and that of current is ampere. So the SI unit of electric power is volt into ampere, or it is also given as watt. Okay, so this is the expression, the units of electric power. So the SI unit of potential difference is volt and that of current is ampere. So SI unit of electric power is volt into ampere, or it is watt. Okay, or joule per second, because P is equal to W by T, where W is the energy supplied is in joule and time is in second. So joule per second is the SI unit. Okay, so if SI unit of electric power is asked, you can write it as directly watt. Okay, so anyone you can write. So watt, W-A-T-T, it is given by the in the honor of the scientist. Okay, so here in relation of P into VI, so here is the relationship, that is P is equal to V into I. If V is equal to 1 volt, where V is the potential difference, I is the current. So if the potential difference is 1 volt and current is 1 ampere, then power of the device is said to be 1 watt. Okay, so 1 volt into 1 ampere gives 1 watt. So how can we define watt then? 1 watt is defined as the electric power consumed when an current of 1 ampere flows through a circuit having a potential difference of 1 volt. Once again I'll repeat. 1 watt is defined as electric power consumed when 1 ampere of current flows through a circuit which is having a potential difference of 1 volt. Okay, so in an electric device, the power is said to be 1 watt if a current of 1 ampere flows through that circuit having a potential difference of 1 volt. Just remember this, you can define easily. Okay, so power is said to be 1 watt if 1 ampere current flows through a circuit having a potential difference of 1 volt. Okay, so there are other bigger units of electric power. They are kilowatt and megawatt. Okay, so how they are related then to how they are related to watt? That is 1 kilowatt means kilo means 1000. So 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt and 1 megawatt is equal to, mega means 10 raised to 6. So it is 10 raised to 6 watt. So 1 kilowatt means 1000 watt, and 1 megawatt is equal to 10 raised to 6 watt. Okay, so these are the bigger units of electric power. Then in general, the commercial unit of electrical energy is used. Okay, so where this electric energy is the product of power and time. Yes, electric energy is nothing but the product of power and time, that is W is equal to P into T. So thus W is equal to P into T. So the unit which we can use, that is power, unit of power is watt and that of time is second. So the unit of electrical energy is watt into second. But in practice, the electric energy is measured in bigger units. Okay, so that is watt hour. So this smaller unit is not sufficient to calculate the electrical energy used in industries and all. Okay, so in place there the commercial unit of electrical energy is used. So watt instead of watt second, the bigger units of electric energy are used, that is watt hour. Okay, so time where it is in seconds, but seconds we are not using, in place of that we are using watt hour. Okay, or kilowatt hour. So watt hour and kilowatt hour are the commercial units of electrical energy. So in big industries where electrical energy which is consumed, and also we are using the electric energy at our home, right? There also the unit watt second is very smaller, where we are using it for hours, right? So the electric energy is used for hours. So here the unit watt hour and kilowatt hour is used. The commercial unit of electrical energy is, so the commercial unit of power is watt hour or kilowatt hour. Okay, so then how can we define watt hour? So what is watt hour? 1 watt hour is the electrical energy consumed by an appliance of power 1 watt when it is used for 1 hour. If the electric device is used for 1 hour which is having the power 1 watt, then that electric energy is said to be, power is said to be watt hour. Okay, 1 watt hour is the electric energy consumed by an appliances of power 1 watt when it is used for 1 hour. So 1 watt hour is equal to how many joule then? Yes, 1 watt hour is equal to means 1 watt hour means 1 watt into 1 hour. Okay, because P into T, electric energy is P into T. So power is 1 watt, time is 1 hour. So 1 watt into 1 hour is equal to how many seconds? It is 1 hour is equal to 60 into 60, 60 seconds into 60 minutes. So it is 60 into 60 seconds, which is equal to 3600 seconds. So 3600 into 1, which is equal to 3600 joule. Okay, watt into second where it is joule. Okay, so 1 watt hour is equal to 3600 joule. Okay, so next the another unit, that is kilowatt hour. So how can we define kilowatt hour? 1 kilowatt hour is the electrical energy consumed by an electrical appliances of power 1 kilowatt when it is used for 1 hour. So here 1 kilowatt of power is used for 1 hour. Then the electrical energy is said to be 1 kilowatt hour. Okay. So if the power used is 1 kilowatt for 1 hour, if it is used, then it is said to be 1 kilowatt hour. Energy consumed is said to be 1 kilowatt hour. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to how many joule? So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 kilowatt into 1 hour, P into T. So power is 1 kilowatt and time is 1 hour. So 1 kilo means 1000 watt. Yes, 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt into 1 hour. So 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. Okay, 1000 3600 into 1000, if you do, you are going to get 3.6, 36 into 10 raised to 5, or 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. Okay, or 36 into 10 raised to 5 joule it will be. So if you are taking 10 raised to 6, then it becomes 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. Okay, thus 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joule. So the electrical energy or electricity consumed by various appliances in our house, or it may be in industries, etc., so it is measured in this unit only. Okay, kilowatt hour, it is measured in kilowatt hour, and its cost is paid to the electric company, that is KB, accordingly. Okay, so if you see your electricity bill, so there for each watt how many rupees it will be given. So if it is if in industries the larger units, that is kilowatt, is used, so there the unit measured is in kilowatt hour. Okay, so for electric company we are going to pay the bill according to this unit. This electrical energy consumed by various appliances is measured in this unit, larger unit, that is watt hour and kilowatt hour. Okay, now let us solve some problems based on this electric power. Okay, this expressions of electric power. Yes, the first problem, that is an electric bulb is connected to a 220 volt generator. The current is 0.50 ampere. What is the power of the bulb? So, what is given here? Voltage is given. So, voltage V is equal to how much it is told? V is equal to 220 volt. V is equal to 220 volt. Next, current is given as I is equal to 0.50 ampere. 0.50 ampere. Then what we have to find? What is the power of the bulb? So you have to find power P. So what is given? V and I is given. So we have the expression P is equal to V into I. So depending on the given things, you have to take the expression to find power. So P is equal to V into I. Substitute. V is 220 volt and current I is 0.50 ampere. So if you multiply 220 into 0.5, you are going to get 110. Okay, if you multiply, you are going to get 110. So the unit is watt. Okay, so 100 watt or 100 joule per sec, 110, not 100, 110 joule per second, or 110 watt. Okay, so please mention the unit always for solving the problems. Okay, so always you have to write the unit of in front of the answer. So power consumed, what is the power of the bulb? Then power of the bulb is 110 watt. So you may have seen the rating of power will be given on the bulbs. There are 60 watt bulbs, yeah, so 0 watt bulb is there. So this is the power rating of the bulb. Okay, so how can we calculate if voltage and current is given? So P is equal to V into I. So now next let us solve another one problem. An electric refrigerator rated 400 watt operates 8 hours. So there is a refrigerator, its rating, power rating is 400 watt. It is going to operate for 8 hours per day. So each day 8 hours it is on. That means it is operating 8 hours per day. What is the cost of the energy to operate it for 30 days. So daily, for 30 days, daily it is switched on for 8 hours. That means it is taking electrical energy for 8 hours for 30 days. So you have to calculate the energy consumed for 30 days. Okay, so power is given, P is equal to, let us write down, P is equal to 400 watt. Time is 8 hours per day for 30 days. Okay, it is for 30 days, daily it is 8 hours, it is consuming the energy, refrigerator is consuming the energy. So total energy consumed by the refrigerator for 30 days we have to calculate. Okay, because to find the cost, first we have to know how much energy is consumed for 30 days. So total energy consumed by the refrigerator for 30 days is equal to, so you have to calculate. So it is power P into T. So total energy we can calculate, that is P into T. So power is equal to 400 watt into time is 8 hours for 30 days. Time 8 hour into 30 you have to do. So when you multiply 400 into 8, you are going to get 3200. 3200 into 30. So if you do, you are going to get 96,000 watt hour. The unit is watt hour. So just convert, here it is 1000, 96,000. I'll write it as 96,000 means kilo, 96,000 kilowatt hour. Yes, it is 96 kilowatt hour. 96,000 watt hour means it is 96 kilowatt hour. Kilo is nothing but 1000. So 96,000 watt hour, which can be written as 96 kilowatt hour. Okay. So now we have got the energy consumed for 30 days. Now for each kilowatt hour, it is 3 rupees they have told. Here in the question it is given at rupees 3 per kilowatt hour. So 96 kilowatt hour is the energy consumed. So per kilowatt hour 3 rupees means for 96 kilowatt how much rupees it is, we have to calculate. Thus the cost of energy to operate the refrigerator for 30 days is 96 kilowatt hour. So power we have got, that is 96 kilowatt hour, 96 kilowatt hour into 3 rupees. It is told 3 rupees. Okay. So if you multiply 3 rupees per kilowatt, okay, per kilowatt hour it is 3 rupees. So if you multiply 96 into 3, you are going to get how many rupees? So you are going to get rupees 288 rupees. Okay. So it is 288 rupees. You are going to get 288 rupees. Okay. So the energy, the cost of energy to operate the refrigerator for 30 days is 288 rupees. So this is how the problem is solved. Okay. So you can see here, first we have calculated the energy consumed by the refrigerator for 30 days, and later we have got it as 96 kilowatt hour. So each kilowatt hour, the rating, that is 3 rupees per kilowatt hour. So if you multiply, you are going to get it is 288 rupees. Next, let us solve the next problem. An electric motor takes 5 ampere from a 220 volt line, determine the power of the motor and the energy consumed in 2 hours. Okay, so what is given here? An electric motor takes 5 ampere of current from the volt. Potential difference is 220 volt. We have to determine the power P and energy consumed in 2 hours. So what is given? Current I is given. I is equal to 5 ampere. Later voltage is given. Voltage is 220 volt. You have to find the power. So power V and I is given. So we have the equation P is equal to V into I. P equal to VI. So substitute V and I. 220 into current I is 5 ampere. So 220 into 5, if you do, you are going to get 1100 watt. So power of the motor is 1100 watt. Okay, 1100 watt is the power. So next we have to calculate the energy consumed in 2 hours. So energy consumed in 2 hours, that is energy consumed in 2 hours so energy consumed for 2 hours, E is equal to P into T. So time for 2 hours means time equal to 2 hours. You have to convert it into seconds. So to convert hour into second, you have to multiply it by 3600 seconds, because 60 into 60. So if you multiply, you are going to get 7200 seconds. Time is 7200 seconds. Okay, so substitute. We have got power is equal to 1100 and time is 7200. So if you substitute here watt second, okay, so you are going to get, if you multiply 7920000, so if you multiply, you are going to get this much value. Okay, so you can write it as 7920 kilojoule. Okay, so energy consumed, E is equal to 7920 kilojoule. 7920 kilojoule. Hope you have understood about electric power. Okay, so this is the end of the chapter. Solve the problems. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, thank you.